Hi, and welcome back to Authentically ADHD. I am your host, Carmen. I'm a late diagnosed ADHDer, an early childhood special educator, and a certified life and performance coach. I created this podcast to help as many ADHDers as I could to learn about your specific ADHD. I know that when I was late diagnosed, I was sent out the door with meds and no help. We have to do a lot of this work on our own, but if we join together in community, we can live more authentically and with more joy in our lives. Are you ready? Let's get started. Hey there, my friend. Whether you're an OG listener, you're new to the group, or you're somewhere in the middle, I want to give you a thank you. I started this podcast with the intention of getting rid of all the paper piles of research about ADHD that I created after my diagnosis. And I had no idea it would come to this. I had no idea it would come this far. I didn't know what to expect, and I am so grateful for each and every one of you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for listening, sharing, rating, and your feedback. I can't wait for what's in store for 2025. And don't worry, there's still scheduled episodes up until then. But on that note, as we go into 2025, I want to remind you that from social gatherings to sensory overload, this time of year can feel like running a marathon in a snowstorm. But here's the thing. You deserve to enjoy the holidays in a way that feels good to you. So today, we're just diving into a couple practical strategies to help you take care of yourself, honor your neurodivergent needs, and actually find joy in the season. So these holidays are hard, and we have to acknowledge that. We get overloaded by bright lights, loud music, crowded spaces. It's unstructured time, and the lack of routine can leave us feeling super untethered and unorganized. The social pressures like navigating small talk, family dynamics, and living up to the expectations for yet another year, it can all be exhausting. Then there's that perfectionism sneaking in, trying to meet everyone's expectations or even our own, and it can really lead to burnout. And recognizing that these challenges exist is the first step to managing them, my friends, okay? Because you will realize that when you drop a lot of these things and when you acknowledge your sensory overload, when you drop social pressures and perfectionism, and when you structure your time, things can be better. We don't want holidays to trigger burnout. That is like an oxymoron. We have enough terribleness going on in the world. Let's not add on to it ourselves by shaming and guilting ourselves and setting expectations that are just way too hard to meet. So let's get into it. Set some boundaries without guilt, okay? No is a full sentence. So say no when you need to. You're not obligated to attend every party or bake cookies for every neighbor. A simple little script can help. Thanks for inviting me, but I need to take care of myself right now, or I don't have the capacity right now. And remember, like I said, no is a complete sentence. Create a sensory sanctuary. Find a quiet place to retreat if you're overwhelmed at gatherings. If it's at your own home, make a space. If it's at someone else's house, pack sensory tools like noise-canceling headphones, fidget toys, or like weighted blankets to help you decompress and find a space in that home or wherever you're at to go decompress or have a mental breakdown if you need to. Next one is really important. Plan downtime. Block out time on your calendar for rest and relaxation, even if it's just 30 minutes to read, color, watch your favorite show, or take a walk. Think of it as a holiday gift to yourself, because we deserve to do that too. Stick to your routines when possible, as usual as possible. If you rely on a morning ritual like I do, an exercising routine, or a specific bedtime routine, please try to keep those in place, because consistency can feel like it can be a lifeline, seriously, when everything in life feels chaotic during the holidays, all right? Here's the next one. I love this one. Make your own traditions. Who says that you have to do things the traditional way? Maybe your holiday tradition is watching your favorite movie in pajamas or having a low-key dinner instead of a big feast. It's your holiday, so do it your way. If you want to do it big, go big. Do it what makes you happy. I have said this since I started growing and I realized how stupid it was to judge people on when they put their Christmas lights up. Because guess what? That's not our joy to mess with. Let people have their joy. Those lights are not bothering you. So that's when I kind of realized, like, a lot of that stuff is really stupid, you know? Like, if you want to put your Christmas lights up in July, have at it. That's your joy. All right, anchor yourself with visual reminders. Like I said, sticky notes don't work for me, but if they work for you, use them. Digital planners, remind yourself priorities of tasks and self-care steps. And make sure you include the reminders for the self-care, because you will forget, because our working memory sucks. During this busy season, you have to externalize these thoughts and these reminders to conserve your energy. I have a couple tips for social gatherings too. Arrive early and leave when you're ready. This gives you control over your environment. And guess what? You don't have to be Irish to do an Irish goodbye, meaning you quietly sneak away and just send a thank you card later. Bring a friend, a partner, or a sibling that can help you navigate tricky social dynamics. And use grounding techniques like deep breathing or focusing on an object when you feel overstimulated. The holidays don't have to be perfect to be meaningful. Taking care of yourself is the greatest gift you can give, not just to yourself, but to those who care about you. So as you navigate this season, remember, it's okay to prioritize your needs. You don't need to just survive the holidays. It's not the point. You're redefining them in a way that works for you so you can actually enjoy them. Thanks again for always tuning in to Authentically ADHD. As always, if you found this bonus episode helpful, share it with someone you think might need a little bit of extra support this holiday season. That's all I have for now, my friends. I hope you enjoyed this bonus episode. Talk to you soon. Hi. Did you know that Patreon helps podcasters like me through listener support? That's right. By joining the Patreon, not only do you get so many of my resources, early release to episodes, and free coaching, you're also supporting the cost of creating the podcast that you love listening to. Let's start building our own ADHD community today in my Patreon. The link is down in the show notes. Hope to see you over there. Okay, now back to the show.